Proclamation, Elder Lady McDowell. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lord God, we thank you for blessing us to see another council meeting. We ask you, Lord, to come into our council chambers, bless each and every council member, bless our mayor, bless us as we get ready to conduct the city of Markham business, and bless that everything is done decent and in order and for your people. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Roll call, please.
Alderman Barron,
Present.
Alderman Jones,
Present.
Alder Lady McDowell, present. Alder Lady Hampton Houser, present. We have a call.
Okay. Approval of minutes for regular city council meeting minutes, January 5th, 2022.
Go ahead.
I make a motion that we approve the regular city council minute meeting for January 5th, 2022.
Second.
Motion by Alder Lady McDowell, second by Alderman Barron for approval of minutes for regular city council meeting minutes, January 5th, 2022. Question? Roll call.
Alder Lady Hampton Houser, yes. Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alder Lady McDowell. Yes. Motion carried.
Authorization claim to the accounts, the bill list.
Yes, Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the authorization of claims and accounts for invoice payments approval for January 19th, 2020, which reads as follows. Corporate, $244,847.18. Water and sewer, $518.84. Solid waste, $171,922.43. Motor fuel, $58,497.86. Markham Senior Living Complex, $5,824.80. Roller rink, $10,948.98. Debt service, we have $328,838.96. TIF Interstate Crossing, excuse me, I'm sorry, that's Jevic. Jevic, 7,000 even, which gives us a total of $828,399.05. With manual checks totaling $28,645.95, which gives us a grand total of $857,045.00.
Second.
Motion by Alder Lady Hampton, second by Alderman Barron for approval of the bill list, authorization, claims, and accounts. Question?
Yes, I have a question. I want to thank you for giving me good clarification in reference to one of the items that was on the invoice payment sheet. Thank you so much for spending that little moment with me to give me good clarification on that, sir.
Oh, you're welcome, Alder Lady. We'll make sure that we keep it that way. We keep it clear to you, and anytime at all that there's a question of the
Yes,
council,
thank
I'll
you.
be more than glad to answer.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, with that, roll call.
Alder Lady Hampton Houser,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alder Lady McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay, we'll move over to city attorney's report. We have no special presentation tonight.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council, and members of the public. With respect to the city attorney's report, it appears under 8. With respect to 8A, there's a proposed resolution approving and renewal of proclamation and
You need me?
declaration.
I just want to say hi.
If you're not,
I just,
if put yourselves on mute, everyone that's on Zoom, please? Please put yourself on mute. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll start off. All right, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, members of the public, with respect to the city attorney's report, it appears under paragraph 8. We start off with 8A, a proposed resolution approving the extension and renewal of the proclamation and declaration of the continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham and approving the mayor's determination regarding modifications to in-person meetings in response to the COVID-19 pandemic dated January 19, 2022.
Mayor,
Yes.
I make a motion that we approve resolution number 22-R-669, a resolution approving the extension and renewal of the proclamation and declaration of the continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham, and approving the mayor's determination regarding modifications to in-person meetings in response to the COVID-19 pandemic dated January 19, 2020.
Second.
Motion by Alderlady Hampton, second by Alderlady McDowell for approval of resolution for the extension, renewal, and reproclamation and declaration of the continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham as read. Roll call.
Alderman Jones. Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Well, you might be still muted. Alderman Barron, we can't hear you. If you were looking for your vote, you might be on mute.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm
That's
muted.
okay.
Alderlady McDowell,
Yes.
Alderlady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
motion carries.
Next, we have under 8B, a proposed ordinance amending chapter 32 entitled City Organization and chapter 156 entitled Zoning Code for the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals.
Mayor Agpawa,
Yes.
I'm going to make a motion that we approve ordinance number, actually a waive of reading 48-hour requirement 22-0-2324, an ordinance amending chapter 32 city organization, chapter 156 zoning code for the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Hampton for waiving the reading for ordinance amending 32, chapter 32, city organization and chapter 156 zoning code for the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals. Roll call.
Alderlady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes,
Alderlady McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
motion carried.
Mayor Agpawa, I make a motion that we approve ordinance number 22-0-2324, an ordinance amending chapter 32 city organization 156 zoning code for the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Hampton for approval of ordinance amending chapter 32 city organization as read. Question?
Yes, sir. So by reducing this, the number of residents from 8 to 5, it'll be effective for the city of Markham. You feel, Mayor?
You said it'll be effective what?
It'll be an effective move for the city of Markham by reducing the size of the Planning and Zoning Board.
I don't know if I know what you mean. When is it effective, you're saying?
I said it'll be an effective move for the city of Markham to reduce the size from 8 to 5.
Well, that's my belief, yes.
Okay. Okay. No further questions.
Okay. Any other questions, anyone else? Okay, roll call.
Alderlady McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderlady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
motion carried.
Let me just make one comment, Attorney, before you move on. I did want to make, I'll address it under my report to comment just a bit about the ordinance and what its intent is for the public. I know that I talked with some of the aldermen offline, but to be reasonable to the public, I'll make mention of what it's really all about. And then I did hear that there was some concern from board members, so I will give a courtesy to mention why we took the action that we did. So I'll do that under my report.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right. Attorney?
That is all that I have under my report this evening, Mayor.
Oh, thank you, Attorney. All right, we'll go to the city clerk's report.
Yes, I have one business license, ECCO Environmental Inc. And I believe Mr. Vahara is online.
Mayor Agpawa,
Yes, Alderman, go ahead.
I would make a motion that we open the meeting to EEOC Environmental Inc.
I think you were making a motion to open the meeting. Is there a second?
I'll make a motion, to open the meeting, sorry.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll make a
Ayes
motion.
have it. Mr. Bahor, good evening. What we're going to do this evening with your business license application is ask you to address the city council about your business. Let us know the nature of your business. We do have your application here, and they may have some questions for you as well, okay? You're on mute. Okay?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Now we can't see you, but we can hear you.
Okay. Can you see me now and hear me?
We can. Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. The business concept is Eco Environmental Inc. is providing a paving company and seal coating, power wash, and concrete work.
Okay. I'll just make one mention. I know that we got some estimates from you, from the city once before. I can say that before they comment or question as well, the council, is that I'm very glad to see that you not just want to do business in Markham, you live in Markham.
Yes, sir. I do.
That's very good. He's over in Alderman Jones's ward. I don't know if Alderman Jones knows that or not. But he's in the Berkshire subdivision, and we're glad to have you here in the community.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure we'll revisit in the spring if we need some work from you. I'm sure.
We will be definitely happy to help out my city of Markham.
Yes. Okay, council members, you have any questions this evening?
Yes,
do,
I didn't see
Mayor.
that in my packet. Where's he located? Where's this building located? I'm looking through my packet. I don't see that.
Yeah, the
39
building.
Oh, well, go, I was gonna give you the address, 3915 166th Street. He's a place over by Crawford, 166 in Crawford, that, kind of across from where the rock crushing place is over that way.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, that's Alderman Barron's ward over there. Okay.
Yes, I have a question. Can you tell me approximately how long have you been in business?
From last year.
Last year?
Started month of April last year.
That's when your business was established?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions.
Any other questions, council? Okay, then is there a motion to close the floor to Mr. Bahora?
I'll make a motion that we close the floor to Eco Environmental Inc.
So moved.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, ayes have it. What's your pleasure, council, with Mr. Bahor and Echo Environmental?
Mayor Agpawa, I make a motion that we approve the business application for Echo Environmental, Inc.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderman Jones for approval of business license for Echo Environmental, Inc. Question? Roll call?
Alderman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderlady Hampton Hauser. Yes. Alderman Jones,
Yes.
motion carried.
Just a mention, I talked with the inspector about the condition of the building and the facility over there today. He said that it was a very clean business and it seems like it's pretty well organized over there. I believe this might have been an old, was this an old location where they did seal coating at one point? Mr. Bahor? You're on mute.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, I just wanted to throw that in for good measure. Thank you very much. See the building department tomorrow about your licensing.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thank you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, welcome and good luck.
Bye-bye.
Madam Clerk?
That's all I have this evening.
All right, we're over to the mayor's report. And good evening, everyone, here, City Council. I just wanted to make mention of a few items. I will mention briefly about the ordinance passage. I did, I had some things that were brought up and I would say kind of in the ninth hour indirectly. I did talk with council members about the ordinance change. And I explained the reason for the thought of changing the ordinance. Everything that is done, and as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to making or passing legislation, as we're all part of a legislative body, is all about business. It's to make the conducting of business smoother, and it's to transact business in a better manner. And that's what it's all about. My office is always open for any phone calls or any conversations about anything legislatively that's been put out there either by myself or by any of the department heads, and certainly by any of the legislators that come up with laws that they think are ordinances for the community that are pertinent. And in my travels of the last 40 years, I've known that smaller is always better. In terms of what you're able to get these numbers down, you're able to make decisive decisions, and you're able to get things done a lot better. This council used to have 10 people, and it's now down to 4. And that's those numbers. You can ask me, in the last 24 hours and even before that, I talk with 4 aldermen all the time, one way or the other. I usually have some dialogue with them about what goes on in government. That's my span of control. That's where it ends for me. Anything beyond that, that's what the other aldermen do, and even Alderman Barron, who is a liaison to this board, had to make a decision of what he thought would be feasible in terms of taking care of business. And he had no objection to it either. So some people, sometimes they may or may not understand. Seek me out, call me. I'll give you clarity of what the rationale is for what it is that we do and why. There's no hidden agendas here. It's all about what is going to make things better. Trying to get quorums and trying to make sure that there's some consistency on these boards is very difficult. We're constantly looking for volunteers and people in the community to step up and try to make our community better. And that's really all it's about. So I just wanted to take a moment and it's that simple. There's nothing else to it except for that I believe that these numbers We made it a manageable number to where we're able to get business done, not have to worry about quorums and wonder what's going to happen. And I'll be making some decisions about the board and who the members will remain, or we get new ones. That'll be forthcoming. I don't know when, but there's no big rush for me to change that because of the way that sometimes the quorums go anyway. If I have to make some decisions with that to get the number right, then we'll have I may have to have a conversation with some of the board members about that sooner than later. But moving on, let me go over to talk about this cold weather. The cold weather has been an extreme challenge, not just when it gets to the frigid temperatures that are there, right as it is even this evening, but it's actually when we have the temperature going back up, it's environmentally, it creates a challenge for all the water main breaks that all the communities are having everywhere. And so we have had a tremendous amount of water main breaks. So people be patient. We handle our own water main breaks. And so they're difficult to do sometimes, especially in this weather. And the ones that we can't get to, if we're really challenged, we'll have some outside companies to come in and help us. But we just ask for people's patience while the water is off. We're trying to always get it restored as quickly as possible. And we definitely try to get that water back on because we know that water is vital to everybody's living as well as it is to health and safety with even the potential of fires. So we always want to make sure that the water is up and running. With that being said, one of the things that we haven't been able to do with the weather being the way it is, the snow hasn't totally melted in certain spots, and with the public works crews being out, we haven't gotten our Christmas lights down, so we're working on it. We don't believe that Christmas is still going, but I just want to make sure you all know that we're not trying to bring Christmas back. We'll wait till December, but it's a challenge to get the lights down with all the personnel that's tied up on the water main breaks and everything else in the city. One of the things that I'll mention, I know that Alderman Jones had mentioned it several times. We're going to put out a formal report where people can access the media. The media for all the meetings can be found on the city's website. That's www.cityofmarkham.net. And you can go there as the same place that you would look for minutes and you would look for agendas. Just look there and there'll be a media section and you can go back and download any of the meetings that we've had for months going back. And you'll be able to do that. But we'll put out something formal to make sure all the public is aware how to get to it and how to find it. With that, I'll go over to Mr. Champion with the city administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, council and public. Just real quick, just want to talk about some of the things that we're working on in 2022. Definitely business development, still working with our lobbyists, identifying federal and state grants. So we're definitely trying to make sure that we're continuing to move the city forward with development projects and resources. Also, quality of life plan, still working on that, still working on making sure that our parks and just the quality of life in the city of Markham is much better for our residents. Another thing, we want to make sure that our residents are safe, so we are working on obtaining masks for the city of Markham. As you probably know by now, everybody will probably receive some type of note or something regarding free at home COVID testing kits from the government. That portal has opened up. We will have it on our website. There will be a link. As you know, that the government is actually sending out a set of 4 free at home COVID testing kits. So make sure that that information, we'll make sure that that information is up on our social media platforms as well as our city website as well. Mayor, I think that concludes my.
Thank you, Mr. Champion. And that'll conclude the mayor's report as well this evening. We'll go over to new business with automatic reports, and we'll start with Alderman Jones.
Hello. Hello there. Yeah, just to piggyback off of Derek Champion, I did have close to 200 N95 masks. I do not have them no more. I'm all out. I got so many phone calls. I didn't know how people found out that I had them. They were so fast. But I do have the cloth mask. So if anybody needs the cloth mask, I do have the cloth mask. I'm totally out of the N95 mask. So please, if you need the cloth mask, please give me a call. Come see me. I can make sure you get some cloth masks. Also, hand sanitizer. If you need hand sanitizer, please let me know. I can bring some hand sanitizer so that you can be accompanied, be taken care of on that avenue. Once again, also, I'd like to give my condolences out to the Zuccarelli Fram family. The funeral was well attended on Friday. It was a well send off, and my condolences to him and to the family. Once again, he was such a role model for the township where I work, Bremen Township, and the things that I do. So my head go off to Frank Zuccarelli and his family. Second, also, I like to address the water bills. I know water bills was due on the 17th and people waters are getting turned off. Please come to the Bremen Township if you live in the 3rd Ward. If you need water assistance, we do assist with water. Also, we are partners with CETA. So we do also help with water from CETA up to $1,500. It might take a little bit longer to process, up to 2 or 3 weeks, but we can assist you with that. But if you do have a water bill situation and you live in the 3rd Ward, in the 4th Ward, which falls in Bremen Township, please come pay me a visit. Last but not least, Mayor, I'd like to see if our senior snow removal program is still being on the plate. It's still being processed for snow removal. I got a couple of phone calls from seniors about snow removal. So are you still reaching out to Lisa Young for that?
Yes, Alderman, we are.
Okay. All right. So that ends my report. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Alderman Jones. Good evening, Alderman Barron.
Good evening. I would just like to, touch on something I've touched on before, and that is, the covert, the positivity rate. It's right now it's 14.5%. It's coming down slightly. It's been up as high as 18. Sometimes I wonder what the government's thinking about. I look at all these sporting events and I don't see anybody wearing a mask. But to walk into a local restaurant, they want you to show your vaccination card. I find it amazing. This morning we lost a lifetime resident, Sue Vogel, lives in my ward. She was a wonderful lady. She's lived here over 60 years, her and her husband. She was a member of St. Gerard's, raised, so she will be missed. And I will say that Public Works did an excellent job as far as, we haven't had a huge snowfall, but they've taken care of what has been, what snow we've had, and also by getting some salt down, because the last couple of snows we've had, they've come with a freezing drizzle, and that's probably worse than snowfall. And the cold weather is going to bring the worst out in everybody. So, if you got any elderly neighbors, you might want to check on them. It's very important. Yesterday, there was a disturbing article in the Chicago Sun-Times that the 2 hot spots in Cook County was up in around Niles, and then also down here in the south suburbs, Markham, Country Club Hills, Hazel Crest, Robbins, our neighbors. So we all just need to be doing a better job. I understand there was a report today that there's going to be another go around as far as offering shots. A bunch more vaccinations are headed our way, and I'm sure they'll be contacting the city of Markham and we'll probably have a site. And I noticed there's a lot of pop-up COVID testing places. And one of the things that I found out was that, and this is from Mr. Champion, these COVID places, you might want to check on the Illinois Department of Public Health website and make sure that they're authorized with the state of Illinois to be a COVID testing place, because I've had a couple people tell me that they got tested on Tuesday, tested positive, and they went to another site on Wednesday and they tested negative. So there appears to be some discrepancy. And I understand there's a bunch of these pop-up COVID testing places, especially the rapid ones. So I don't know, Mr. Champion, I think you know more about this than me if you wanted to chime in.
Yeah, just real quick, I know that Attorney General Kwame Raoul issued a statement last week to be careful with some of the pop-up sites around the state. As you know, any lab has to be registered with the Illinois Department of Public Health. So make sure that the partnering lab is a registered entity with the state of Illinois. If you have any questions, you can visit that website.
Mayor Powell, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Alderman Barron. Good evening, Alderman Lady Hampton.
Good evening, Council, members. I just have just a short, very short report. I received a couple of phone calls when we had the first snowfall with the ice, stating where is the public works, where are they at, blah, 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 blah. Well, I just need everyone to be patient because public works do know their job. There's nothing that I can do personally to bring them out any sooner because I know they're out there diligently doing their job. As we all know, sometimes if the weather's too cold, salt don't do a thing, does absolutely nothing. So they have to wait till the temperature gets to a certain temperature in order to apply the salt. But Public Works do understand what's going on with the city of Markham, and they've been doing it for many, many years. Please just be patient, and I'm pretty sure they'll get that done. I know I have seen them definitely on the job with snow plowing and trying to make sure they get that taken care of there. So my kudos go out to Public Works. They do more than their full share for the city of Markham. So please be patient with them. Also with Public Works, whatever, we have not had an opportunity really over in Ward 1 to get into our easements. So we have had water main breaks, and those are the priorities. If you take them 24, 48, 12 hours, they have to be out there to repair the water main breaks. It's like the mayor was saying, it's essential that we take care of the water main breaks because we need water more than anything. So as soon as we get an opportunity, we're going to actually get back on top of that. And then also my last report is I want to thank everyone who had sent me phone calls, cards in the mail in reference to this COVID-19. So I'm just going to elaborate just for a moment or two in reference to the COVID-19. Just to piggyback off of Alderman Barron, he's absolutely correct. The South Suburban area has been hit hard, very hard. And I'm pretty sure we all know someone or a couple of individuals who have had the COVID-19 in our South Suburban area. So I'm just asking everybody to be cautious, be careful. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Make sure we wear our appropriate mask to make sure that we can protect ourselves as much as possible. So please be safe out there. And that's the end of my report, Mayor.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing, Mayor. Again, my condolences go out to the Zuccarelli family. You're in my prayers, and we truly do understand your loss, because we lost someone as well. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman Lady Hampton. Good evening, Alderman Lady McDowell.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I just want to let the Second Ward residents know, if you are in need of the COVID home test kit, please give me a call. I do have some available. Christian Family Center was able to provide us with a lot of them today. So if you are not able to actually go online and order it, we know we have a lot of seniors who are not able to use the computer. Just give me a call and I will make sure that you get some of the kits. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Alderlady McDowell. And we'll go over to public session. And what we'll do, if we can open the floor to the public.
Yeah, I make a motion that we open the floor to the public.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Okay, ayes. And well, I'll start with on my left, on your right. If anyone on this side has anything, they could stand and state your name. And okay, and anybody on my right, your left. Oh, okay, Ms. Reed.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
I
evening.
would just say kudos to the public workers, because they were out there on my street, in my driveway, and I certainly appreciate it. They did an excellent job. They came back, they put the salt down, you know, and it was cold out there, but they did the salt. So we really appreciated the residents on Whipple Avenue.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. The motion to close the meeting to the public.
May I make a motion that we close the meeting to the public?
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Okay, is there a motion for item 13?
May I make a motion? I'm sorry, go ahead, Alderman Barron, my apologies.
Mayor, I motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Second.
Roll call?
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderlady Hampton,
Yes.
Alderlady McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Night. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.